When you talk about savings, a lot of people just laugh and wonder why you are talking about saving money in this sad economy when you are still struggling to eat, when you are still struggling to pay for many things the home is demanding. How do you now manage to save? How are people doing it, especially women? Why do they even need to save? Hello, welcome to the Female Speak Up channel. My name is Hamina Sayodele. If you are new to this channel, this is a channel where we talk about women and everything relating to girls. You need to be here. So if you have not subscribed, please do so and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on our next video. Today, I'll be sharing with you 7 reasons why women need to save and why you should jump on it immediately. Number 1, women need to save because we have needs. We have needs. We have to take care of ourselves. We have personal needs. And when I talk about personal needs, you will agree with me that it's hard to keep some money aside to say, I want to buy underwear, I want to buy this, I want to make my hair, I want to do that. Especially because things are really hard. People are only surviving. A lot of people are just managing what they have. So once you are able to get something to eat, once your kids are able to get something to eat, it's actually difficult to say this is my priority. So women need to save because you can't afford to look dirty. You can't afford not to look good for yourself. It is part of what boosts your self-confidence. So you need to save because you have personal needs and you can save towards meeting those needs. You can have a savings target that, okay, this time around I'm saving because in the next 6 months I want to change my bra, I want to change my panties, I want to change my underwears, I want to get some new wears. Yes, you can save towards those things depending on what you want. The second reason why you need to save as a woman, especially if you've got nothing doing, is for business. I remember in secondary school, one of the ways that was mentioned on how to source for business capital was your savings. So it means if you have run around, you can't find people to loan you money, you can't find banks to loan you money, or the interest rate is not something you want to even jump on, your savings can come handy. And this time around, it means you don't really have to start big. You can start from the little savings that you have to start business. Come on, women, it's high time you step up for yourself. It's high time we stop complaining. It's high time you have a target. It's high time you tell yourself that I can just go ahead with this. So which means if you have 10,000 naira, for example, you can look around for a small business that you can do. No matter how small, no matter how dirty you think the business is, as long as you are not hurting anybody, as long as it's going to be bringing something to your table, you need to start looking at it. And I tell you, it is possible. It is possible to save because I talked to some women in the rural areas who were full housewives, but then it was difficult to convince them because they felt we are not doing any work, we are not doing any business. How do we save? But I told them that time, as long as you are getting something into your mouth, as long as you have money to buy food, you can save. And they jumped on it. So which means if you are someone too that you are eating 2 times, 3 times, you are going to the market to buy food stuff, you can actually drop something as savings towards a business you are intending to start. Planning to start a business, you can save towards buying a freezer, buying if you have learned catering or baking, you can save towards buying mixer, oven, whatever. Number 3, why you need to save as a woman is to cater for emergencies. It's so sad when you hear stories of I need to take my child to the hospital and I can't do that because my husband is not around, or pregnant and I'm stuck in the hospital. I can't pay for the discharge fee, I can't get delivery items, I'm 9 months pregnant, I can't buy baby stuff. Oh my God, it's really, really worrying. It's worrying, and it's saddening that we still find ourselves in this situation. So women, we need to save. If you get pregnant today and you find out that you are pregnant today, start putting aside little money that you are getting from your husband or from wherever you are getting it. So whatever that money can cater for, you can go for it. A lot of women have died because they can't afford to pay for CS. So when the option is put forward to them, they don't want to go for it because their husband have said, no, you can't have this baby with cesarean section. And they themselves, their families can't afford it. So they keep saying no, they would rather deliver through vagina. And what does that mean? A lot of people lost their life. A lot of women lost their lives as a result of that. So you need to save towards your delivery of a child. And when you do that, you will strategize, you prioritize, you think about your life, whether you still want to find yourself in that situation with the same man that is not ready to cater for your delivery or cater for your pregnancy. Then number 4, why you need to save as a woman. I know this is one reason people don't pay attention to. As a woman, we tend to overlook the fact that we also can take care of our parents. I mean, why do you think people don't value girl child, especially in those days? Because of the mentality that they will grow up, they will just get married and nothing will come out of giving birth to them. So it's like, I can't invest on this child that is not going to bring anything in return to me. My dear, you can bring something back to your parents. The same way a boy child can bring something back to his parents, you can do the same if you actually have that in mind. So you can save towards making your parents happy. You can save towards buying clothes for your parents. You can save towards taking them on holiday, taking them for shopping, taking them to eat out. You can save towards just pampering them. Being a woman, being a girl child does not mean you have limitations to how you can take care of your parents. It's high time you start changing the narrative. And for girl child to be valued, you also have to prove that you can provide value even when you are in your husband's house. So you can have savings towards this as a goal. You can say, this is what I want to do this year. I'll save from January, and by December, if I have like 100,000, I'll give my parents. Or if I have like 100,000, I will use it to do this for my parents. Or I will take care of a family house, my parents' house. So imagine parents, family that have only girls, and the girls just feel it is not a responsibility for them to give back to their parents. Of course, morally, religiously, it is a responsibility. The 5th reason why you need to save as a woman is because of investments. As a matter of fact, some people believe that a woman don't have right to property. Nah. Religiously, you have right to own a property. As a woman, you can own properties. You can buy land, you can buy houses, you can buy shares, you can buy stocks, you can do any type of investment as long as it is halal, as long as it is legal. You can invest. You can buy gold. So it's high time you start thinking towards the direction of, what can I invest on for my future, for my children's future? Of course, you can invest with your husband, but who says you can't invest for yourself? Who says you can't own a property? You can. There's no religion that forbids you from doing that. You can own a property, because I know in a matter of time, a lot of us will go to the extent of just saying, I want to sit back, I can't do this work anymore. What do you retire back on? How do you continue living your life? Of course, you are not sure if you are going to get to that age, but we are all praying for long life. So if you are granted long life, how do you manage that? So it's high time you start thinking towards that. You start saving towards buying land. You start saving towards building a house. Even if you don't want to do it alone, you can do it to support your spouse. And then the 6th reason, which is the one that really matters, the one that is so important, the one that every woman needs to prepare for, is savings, because you don't know what could happen tomorrow. When I mean what could happen tomorrow, I'm not talking about death this time around. I'm talking about women living in abusive marriages. Women that are stuck in their marriages because they can't afford to go anywhere, because they don't have 1 naira to their name. because they know that once they leave, it is the end for them. They believe that they don't have anything to start afresh. So they are living in an abusive marriage, domestic abuse marriages. They are living crying. They can't leave. They can't choose to leave because they don't have anything. They don't have anything they can fall back on. They know that their families are not going to welcome them, and they can't do anything on their own. It's high time women start saving, especially women that have seen that this is an abusive marriage, and the only thing that can make me leave this marriage easily is when I have my own money, when I have some savings, when I can afford to rent a house, when I can afford to eat. I don't want to make this video too long, but I tell you, you can only achieve what you put your mind on. You can save money if you are determined to go for it. You can have a savings goal. It's that time you start doing that, you start putting that as part of your goals. You can save towards education. That is the 7th one. You save towards education, towards the personal development. How do you even want to move on if you are not prioritizing your self-development? How do you want to buy books? How do you want to get a degree? How do you want to pay for courses and online trainings if you don't have any money? So you can save towards this thing. You can choose to say, I want to go back to the university next year and start saving this year. You can say you want to go back in the next 2 or 3 years. You want to go because nursing is your passion. You want to go for medicine, but because of 1 or 2 reasons your family can't afford it, you can start saving from the little you are getting now and make that a priority, make that a goal. And lastly, for you to be productive, for you to function properly, I know a lot of women get overwhelmed because of house chores, taking care of the kids and everything, but nowadays machines are making a lot of things easier, making it easier for ourselves. Now when you are in a home where all these machines are not available, when I mean machine, I'm talking about washing machine, microwave, cooker, kettle, oven, anything, any equipment that could make your work faster. If you don't have any of these things, you find yourself spending 4 hours, 5 hours because you're washing your kids' clothes. Tell me, how do you want to finish that and go back to reading books? How do you want to finish that and go back to attending one online workshop? How do you want to finish that and say you want to record a video? Is either you get tired or there's another thing demanding your attention. But if you have a machine that is running, if you have a washing machine that is running, you can do other things, other productive activities. So you can save towards meeting these goals. You can save towards buying this machine if you can't afford it once. So there are many reasons why you need to save as a woman. I've been able to convince you that you need to save as a woman, and you don't have to wait to say, because I'm not working I can't save anything. You can save something. As long as money is coming to your hand, you should be able to save, and if you make it a goal, you can achieve it. Thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video with other amazing women that you know. Thank you. Bye bye.